Good morning. Man, I feel like I have not been with you guys in like a week and a half. That's because that's exactly how long it's been. I'm back. We are live here inside of Results One today. And yeah, rainy day. We've been through a lot, but there are other portions of our country going through a lot worse after Hurricane Helene. But listen, we've got some other stuff going on, so please make sure that you're weather aware, of course. But today, we are talking about an amazing event that takes place across our country, and it's called National Night Out. It's a community building campaign that really promotes police community partnerships and neighborhood camaraderie, where law enforcement agencies across the country, I'm telling you, about 95% of law enforcement agencies participate in this in some show or fashion. This was started in the late 80s. The campaign started, and to this day, it goes so strong. And I am currently, let's see how my cameras are looking, currently out here at the Titusville Police Department, where we are going to be welcoming in an individual with the Titusville Police Department, and Major Wright. He is the major here over at the Titusville Police Department, and I've seen this guy so many different times as he's joining us. So he's going to join us in the truck right now as he hops on in here with us this morning. Sir, welcome in.
Hey, how are you?
I'm hanging out. I have my producer in my ear, and I told him, I go, man, we need to do these streams more often after I've had a week off of work. Because,
absolutely.
I feel rejuvenated. Usually I do these, and I'm like, here we go again, guys. Another day kind of thing. So layout of the land. Camera here. Camera there. Okay. We have a forward-facing camera. Anything that is showing up will be programmed right there. That will be the hot camera. Okay. And then, as it looks on TV, that's what it looks like right there. Pretty sick stuff,
oh, yeah,
man.
This is nice.
When I got the truck done, I wanted like a Tahoe Expedition kind of look, that Command Cop, and they're like, Steve, we're not buying you a $100,000 SUV. So I got this pretty cool truck from Gibson Truck World, and then HG2, we all know HG2 lighting. Yep. Hooked it up like a cop in here. Everyone's like, Steve, are you kidding me right now? And I'm like, no, man, this is how we do it. So I have Major Wright here with me, and you've been with the Titusville Police Department for quite some time.
17 going on in February will be 18 years.
And you started your career with the Titusville Police Department?
Yes, I did.
What? Yep. So do the math for me. What year did you
2007.
2007, yep. Yeah. I joined the Highway Patrol in 2010. So, man, seeing Major on you makes me think, man, I should have stuck around. I'd be maybe a captain at least by now. But why? Did you grow up here in Brevard County?
Yeah, Brevard County, and then I went to high school at Astronaut High School.
Okay,
up
so
in the north end of Titusville.
Kept it local?
Yep.
Why Titusville?
So I grew up in Port St. John, and then going to Astronaut High School in the north end, I kind of got a mix of, Port St. John growing up, and Titusville, and to be honest, I really didn't know where I wanted to go at the time. So
just
when I was
applied everywhere kind of thing?
No, there was actually two that I applied for when I was in the academy. And, there was a certain commander here that called me and asked, how come you haven't applied here yet? And
it's funny how that works out sometimes. You know somebody there, they're like, you're applying everywhere else, and yet I haven't seen your paperwork yet.
Yes, so. And he's a chief now at another agency, so I give him the credit for bringing me here.
Here you are 17 years later, rocking Major. So, and you've been a major now for how long?
Since January of 2023. So
I was about to say,
almost 2 years.
You guys have been active on social media for quite some time.
Yes.
I remember watching you on there at a lower rank. So when I saw some of the B-roll from yesterday when photojournalist Goose was here, I was like, that is a bronze oak leaf on his collar there. So congratulations on your promotion.
Thank you.
Still part of the communications and community stuff? Or?
Yeah, helping Miss Amy, our public affairs coordinator, on some stuff. I'm in professional standards now, so I'm really helping push the recruiting side.
Okay.
So we're seeing positive ends on the recruiting side.
So would you be considered the administrative commander at this point?
Yes.
Okay. So taking care of like a lot of the special stuff, not really road operations.
Correct. Yeah. You have Jeremy Gonzalez, who's our patrol major.
Okay.
Josh Little is our investigations major, and then you have myself on professional standards side, recruiting, backgrounds, hiring, retention. And,
sounds like a lot of fun.
I've enjoyed the side, actually.
I was
enjoyed it.
Mild sarcasm, just because it's like, of course, you do miss the road sometimes.
Yes.
But the cool thing is most people don't understand. If you wanted to go play, you can go play.
Correct.
and nothing's stopping you
Correct.
from doing that.
Correct.
Hot call comes out,
Yep.
you can roll out to it.
Absolutely. I can call the traffic folks up and say, hey, where you at? And I can go link up with them. And
Nice. And you guys have an amazing traffic unit out
Yes.
here. What you guys do, and the cool thing is, I tell agencies a lot, like, catch up on social media because your community's there.
Correct.
And when you can engage with them, then they understand what you're doing on a daily basis.
Correct.
You guys are very public about your traffic operations.
Yes.
You'll post as you're doing it,
Yes.
being like, look, we catch you speeding, we're here.
Yeah, we want them to know we're in that area so they don't speed.
Right. And so you're not out here to give the tickets.
Correct.
A lot of people think, oh man, you guys give these tickets out because they benefit you. No. Most agencies don't even get close to 1% of a ticket back to the agency. Most of it goes
Correct.
back to a county, to the
Correct.
administrative side. So
Correct.
stop the nonsense.
Yeah, we're more about just getting the message out, and it's traffic safety.
Love
and
it.
Slowing folks down and having them pay attention.
I'm a biased traffic guy, so being a trooper and all that fun stuff. But listen, since the late 80s, the country has started a thing called National Night Out.
Yes.
And you guys are going big
Oh yeah,
with this.
we strive to go big.
To the point where one of your vehicles even looks way cooler than
Oh, yeah.
mine. Watch out for the sandhill cranes right there. Got to yield right away.
I just watched your episode the other day on that.
Talking
Yep,
about that?
Yep.
Look at this beast, man. So you guys have had this for what, about 2-3 months now?
Probably closer. Yeah, about 2-3 months, I would say. It feels like we just got it yesterday, but it was a several years in the making project.
Now, this is not a Bearcat.
No, this is a Pterodyne is the brand name. It's actually made out of Canada.
Okay.
Bearcat's Lenco.
That's pretty cool. We got
Yeah.
some video there from it.
We tested out and did test and evaluate on several armored vehicle companies, and we settled on this based on the user access to it.
It seems a little bit more friendlier to operate than a Bearcat. And for
Yes.
those that, I keep saying Bearcat, guys, for those watching on clickorlando.com and all that fun stuff on our streaming, Bearcat is a general term that we unfortunately use as like a brand, kind of like Tupperware. Everything's Tupperware, Rubbermaid.
Correct.
Bearcat is the most common armored vehicle that you see law enforcement agencies use, but as time and technology advances, new vendors come to the game.
Yes.
And yeah, that thing moves a lot faster than a Bearcat does. That
It's
moves pretty good.
Ford F550 on a turbo diesel.
So we're looking about 8 to 9 miles to the gallon.
Correct.
On that guy right there.
Correct.
Have you guys used it yet? Has it been used in an operational form?
We just had a search warrant that we used it on. There was indications of weaponry
Right.
and stuff at the house, so it was there as a safety measure.
Of course, it's there as a cover and concealment for your guys at the end of the day.
Correct. And all of our patrols trained on it, so if there's an incident that happens, it's just not the SWAT guys and
Right.
gals that grab it. All the patrol knows where the keys are. They can take it out if they need to.
Wow, that's unheard of.
Yes, so it's a department-wide vehicle, not just
A SWAT
special.
vehicle.
Yeah, correct.
So
And that was the biggest selling point. And you'll see on the side we have tactical rescue on there. It's
right, it's a
covers
rescue vehicle. It's not just an offense. It's not just defense. It's offense.
Correct.
And all of that fun
correct,
stuff.
and a huge game changer with public events.
Talk to me about that.
Yes.
So you guys are bringing this out to Titus Landing tonight for National Night Out here in the city of Titusville.
Yes.
What can people expect when they're coming out here tonight?
I would say shock and awe, because you said it when it drove past. This thing is a beast, but it's roomy inside. It's got it's comfortable.
My
and-
photojournalist said it still has the new truck smell to
Yes, yes. Even though it's been out to training and a couple other events, I believe this is our third event, but our first event was a back-to-school event put on by our North Brevard Public Schools.
it. I'm sure the kids love getting in it.
Oh.
Students love getting in it just to see the equipment
Oh,
and
yeah.
all that fun stuff.
We couldn't even get this thing parked before the kids ran over trying to get in it. We had to kind of push them back and hold them so we can get it parked and get the doors
I bet.
open. And
I'm a big light nerd, so you guys lit that thing up pretty good.
yes,
I'm all about the more lights, the better, not only just because I think it's cool, but visibility.
Yes.
And of course, all that fun stuff. But, so other than this, give me the name of it. I don't want to call it a Bearcat again.
Pterodyne.
A Pterodyne. Other than the Pterodyne that looks like a transformer, what else can we expect to see from the Titusville Police Department out there this evening?
We're going to have some of our newer vehicles. I believe our newest marked patrol car with some special insignia is going to be on there.
Is this a ghosted one?
No, it's a marked
okay.
black and white, but the special insignia on it is autism awareness.
Okay.
So we have an autism awareness car that should be coming tonight. We got the phone call yesterday that it's supposed to be ready, so fingers crossed it'll be here. We'll have some of our newer marked cars out there. Our newer ghosted traffic cars will be out there. Our four-wheelers, our public event cars that we have, the old 49 Ford, which was the very first...
Big fan of that ride,
yes,
man.
very first, if I'm remembering right, the very first vehicle that was purchased by the city.
You guys brought that out at the Titusville Sunrise Rotary Car Show.
Yes.
And I remember because I was there, and your PIO comes up and is like, have you even seen our car yet? I go, it's the first thing I saw. I think it's gorgeous.
Yes.
And you guys are pretty much, or at least going to, ultimately, you're an SUV department.
Yes. Mixture of Tahoes and the Ford Explorer.
The Tahoe is gorgeous,
yes.
man. Especially,
one right now.
yeah, especially with your guys' color scheme, that black and white,
yes.
kind of traditional vintage look
yes.
with a touch of modern.
Yes.
I'm all about it. I noticed some pink patches.
Yep.
You're rocking one right now.
Yep.
I would obviously know what that is immediately, but talk to me a little bit about that.
So the concept actually was brought back by our deputy chief a couple years ago, where it was just officers or personnel wanted to buy them, or citizens in the community they could, and the money would funnel into our youth foundation, and then the youth foundation would make a donation to American Cancer Society.
And still have funds for them as well.
Yes.
So it's kind of win-win.
So we switched it up this year, where this is the first year we're actually wearing it on our sleeves, and I got the idea from a friend out in Montana.
I love the idea. It's simple. It's not, some people go way above and beyond when they're doing certain things.
Yes.
I like this just because it's still the patch.
Yep.
And it's just black and pink.
Yep. And one of our school resource officers is actually a breast cancer survivor, Officer Chris Gallo, and he was the first one I thought of when we thought about doing this.
Yeah,
sure enough, he was the first one there at the door to get his patches put on. So he'll be out tonight.
Too cool.
We got a couple neat things planned for him and his little area and stuff with his car. And
yeah, I know the city of Orlando had a few breast cancer cars, and they had some of their breast cancer survivor officers assigned them as
yes.
patrol units and stuff like that. Pretty amazing to kind of get that out. Now, you told me a pretty cool story before we got in here. I was already obsessed with the idea, but the background behind this right here,
yes.
this awesome sticker here. Talk to me a little bit about this sticker, because I have one on my front door that will be getting replaced in the city of Lake Mary by a Titusville Police Department one. But it's just basic and it's just normal. This has a story behind it.
Yeah, so that's actually, it's Milo's mission.
Milo's mission.
Yeah,
Talk to me about Milo, man.
Milo was a pet. He was our pet, mine and my wife's, and we had him since 2013. He was adopted through the SPCA. He was actually found at another community event that my wife was doing. And,
okay.
Of course, she had to have him.
Of course, yeah.
I had no say in that one, but hey.
Then he was part of the family. Milo became part of the family.
It was a pretty funny backstory, but yeah. So we had him all the way through May of this year. Unfortunately, he passed away, but the idea was brought about for Milo's mission because Milo was a official, unofficial pet safety advocate for our
Milo
department.
right there, guys. That's his silhouette.
And his signature red bow tie.
Oh, is that what he rocked all the time?
That one. He had a few regular ties, and
but he's a classy dog.
Yeah, very, very classy. Very studious.
So the point of these stickers, you want your city residents to kind of promote to responding first responders, hey, we've got not just us in the house.
Correct. Yep. It's something very easy and recognizable that we can be walking up, or even fire, or
right.
code enforcement. It's for emergencies that we can know if, somebody's got 2 dogs, 2 cats, and other lizards, snakes, whatever.
And I did say that this morning on the morning news. It was funny because I was like, all right, only in Florida are you going to have a check mark that say other. Because someone's going to have a bird, who knows, pet alligator.
Tarantula.
Listen, if you put tarantula on box 3, I might wait outside for you at that point, or be like, hey, hurry up, because I'm not coming in the house. Yes. Is this y'all's first time participating in National Night Out?
No, we were just talking the other day. I think Miss Amy's been doing it for 10 years, but it's gone beyond that.
Miss Amy, how long has she been with you guys?
Oh, that is a good question.
Because I'm going to tell you, she is probably one of the best
Oh
ambassadors.
yeah, I don't know when she doesn't work.
And I am not, and I have no problem saying this on the record in front of anybody live. I'm not a big fan of civilian PIOs for law enforcement agencies.
Right.
Because sometimes they just don't get it.
Right.
And I could say it could be said in the flip. But Amy is such a true representation for you guys.
Absolutely.
Anywhere I go, she's got the biggest smile. She wants to educate people about the police department. And if I'm around, she's like, hey, we have this event coming up. We've got this going on. She's just amazing.
Yes.
So I'm glad that she's still kicking butt with you
Yeah,
guys.
she's got the heart to do it. Like I said, I don't know when she doesn't work. It's,
Right.
It's constant, and she's always approachable and accessible, and definitely took this position in the civilian role and actually put it on the map of, you know, how the civilian role can take this position.
I'm going to need to get the invoice on this thing, man, because that might be the next results truck I get. This thing it's gorgeous.
Yes.
It's got the portholes. Is that like a water cannon?
Oh,
on the
I didn't
top?
even talk about that. Yeah, so it actually can hook up to a fire hydrant or even a fire truck. So if we're
You're kidding me.
trying to work a fire,
And the fire department's not pissed about that?
Nope.
Like, you guys are trying to take our job kind of thing. That is too cool. The scene lighting is amazing.
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait till we get in this parking lot. We light this thing up.
Hey, we might even be able to go for a ride.
Oh, don't play,
So-
man. I don't know if I could, my Wi-Fi will be able to keep up with that. But so tonight we are out here at Titus Landing.
Titus
From 5 to 8,
Yes.
right?
So
and
5:30.
5:30.
5:30 to 8.
You guys are gonna have food,
Hot
vendors.
dogs, vendors, McDonald's,
Who else is coming out other than the Titusville Police Department?
Titusville Fire Department.
Okay.
We got our code enforcement representatives from the city, our law enforcement partners with Brevard County Sheriff's Office, Fish and Wildlife. I think I've seen Coast Guard representatives out here before.
I would expect that, being out here along the coast and all that fun
Yes.
stuff. You guys, I don't think people realize, and I'm starting to realize this too, is we talk about these cities, Titusville, you can even go Cocoa, and most people breeze by them in their head on the size. You guys are a fairly large city when
Yes.
it comes to Brevard County.
Yes, we're the third largest in the city. We're 34, 35 square miles. Population almost 50,000 and growing.
Wow. And then you got to think about the visitation that comes here,
Yes.
whether it's for the Space Coast and the beaches.
Yes.
You guys stay.
The Space Coast, the beaches, the wildlife refuge, the launches.
You know, I feel really disappointed about this. I just discovered that wildlife refuge, and it was the most amazing experience taking this truck out there.
Yes, it is.
I was in peace. I was calm. I was relaxing. It was really, really nice to be out there. Look, is that Miss Amy
That
right
is
there?
Miss Amy.
So, guys, that is Miss Amy right there approaching the police vehicle right there. She is the one that truly does not stop. And we're going to candidly put her on camera. She's not going to know.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to switch a camera up here. And we're going to throw her on camera. Hold on, Miss Amy. Come here.
Hey,
We
they're coming out.
we are streaming live right now on clickorlando.com, and we just spent probably a good 4 minutes specifically just talking about you because of how
Oh.
amazing you are here with the Titusville
Well,
Police Department.
I'm blessed to be here.
You
Wonderful city, wonderful community. We
look at
love
this. Look at this. She's all over the place, guys. So you're going to be here all night too?
them.
She says it with a head nod
Yep.
and a smile,
Absolutely.
guys. So
Oh, best day of the year.
best day. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good
Yeah.
to see you.
Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming out.
Good job, Amy.
This thing is just gorgeous, man.
Yes.
So total, how many people could fit inside? Have you guys named it?
No.
Does it have a code name?
Nope.
I
don't
need
know
to-
if they've officially.
We need to make that. That could be a good social media post. Name
could
our
be.
truck.
Ooh.
Or it could end up bad.
Right.
Maybe you come up with two names and then let them
Right.
kind of figure it out. So I'm going to pull behind the trailer over here,
Okay.
if that's okay
Yep.
for now.
I just know he's parking there to kind of block off that area because they're going
Cool.
to take that back here in a little bit.
Let me, before we hop out, let me get everything ready.
Okay.
And then we'll hop out together here. But guys, if you're just joining us, I have Major Wright with the Titusville Police Department here with us, and we are in Titusville at Titus Landing for National Night Out. Obviously, it's not happening right now, but they are getting ready to set up out here. And the cool thing is, they're going all out. They're going to have, I see a popcorn machine. already out here.
Snow
Whoa.
cones, I think.
Whoa, you guys have a Crown Vic still in?
Oh, I didn't even bring that one up. Yeah.
Bro,
Yes.
Major, come on. That was
We went from 49 Ford to Amy.
Yeah,
Like,
straight
somehow
to
we went-
Amy all
yeah.
of a sudden. Whoa. Do I have my rear camera working? Let's see. Yeah. Guys, that white beast right there is the only true police car that ever existed. It's also the first one I ever got to drive. And it's the only one you could take a curve at like 45 mile an hour and not even consider worrying about what was going on out there, kind of thing, because you knew the car could take it.
Yes.
First time I did that in a Dodge Charger, it did not turn out too well for me. So, you guys ever have Chargers? Did you guys ever go the
Nope.
Charger route?
Nope.
Okay.
No, when I started, I know we were kind of transitioning out of the Crown Vics into the Impalas and Caprices. And
Impala is the worst police car ever. Well, the newer Impala was the worst police car ever made. Front wheel drive.
Right.
Trash. And then the newer ones came out with the Corvette engine in it.
the Caprices.
The Caprice, yes. I know Winter Park had them for their traffic unit, which was really cool. And then everyone kind of started going away because they were too expensive.
Yep.
And they were having problems.
Yep. And I
So,
think trying to fit them for all
we're going
the
to put that
gear.
on you before we hop out. And we're going to hop out, guys, just briefly here, see what's going on. We will wrap this up outside. Make sure our mics are good. Give me 1 second. I'm going to do a mic check with my producer back at home. Thomas, can you hear us? Thomas can hear us loud and clear. Let's hop on out, Major.
All right. I cannot believe it's been a year already since we've done this.
Right? It probably feels like yesterday. And we should be back. All right. Cool.
All right,
I
back on?
unplugged stuff all of a sudden. I was like, what's happening? All right, guys. So we are here at Titus Landing, and pretty cool. Already set up. The cop driving the Crown Vic. Great hair, by the way, on him.
Yes.
Really good hair. I get jealous over stuff like that. But so this is where it's all going to be set up.
Yeah, the common area is the center. The parking lot's going to be packed. So find a nice area to park and come on up in here and have some fun. The DJ is going to be behind the Pterodyne.
So this whole area will basically be reserved all the way down to Epic Theater.
Yes.
For National Night Out.
Yeah, from the paved brick area to the grass. There might even be some stuff over in that grass area. But this whole area will be the Titusville's National Night Out.
So guys, the reason I get so excited about this, you don't see these on the road anymore. Ford discontinued them. And, little fun fact, the only police department in the country who still has brand new ones ready to rock and roll, California Highway Patrol.
Oh, wow.
And LAPD.
Wow.
So they have a field in the desert with just hundreds of them.
Really?
And they've taken out the things that can go wrong. They wait, all right, put them in like new alternator, all that stuff. Brand new, hitting the road.
I've always wondered why I always see them.
Right? I would love one. Still love one. I'd buy a new one. So let's get a close-up of this beast of a machine. You could tell it's brand new just by the non-faded red and blue lights that are on it. And that matte black finish, man. Absolutely gorgeous. So Pterodyne is the manufacturer of this. Can I open the door?
Absolutely. A little heavy.
Okay. Look at the thickness of this door, guys. Obviously, I don't like to say bulletproof, but bulletproof. Unless no one's out here shooting bazookas. So, hopefully. Obviously, nice and clean on the interior. All the switches and the gadgets.
Show you the back side.
Yeah. Red lights, so it does not mess with your night vision and all that stuff. It is the first tactical vehicle that I've seen with a CarPlay, Apple CarPlay on the inside, which is really nice.
Sometimes you gotta have the tunes.
Hey, you gotta have the tunes, right? So they've got all the tactical rescue stuff. We'll swing out here in the backside so you can see here. Thank you, sir. So this is the back end here. Guys, this thing is gorgeous. Looking at it, I don't get to say this often, but when we say this is brand spanking new, look at this thing, guys. Gorgeous. It's got cameras everywhere. I'm even on camera here. You can see right there in that center screen where that's happening from. Check this out. What are those lights? Those lights are IR lenses so that they can see at nighttime. You always need a cup holder. So I'm glad they got the cup holders here for them. Pretty nice.
Charge your phones too back here.
And USB holders, yes. All that fun stuff. So this is the water hose you were talking about, right? Yep.
Connects back here, and then the hose connects directly to the water.
Now, do you guys have a hose already on here to connect, or would you need to borrow fire?
Team Commander Jennings, but I think they have one of their own. The joystick's right there that controls it, kind of like almost like a video game. But yeah, so if we ever have a fire, we can.
Well, that's true, because sometimes you get on scenes and it can get pretty crazy.
Correct.
You've got an assailant or someone in distress.
Correct.
They may set a fire.
Correct. We had
so
one
you got to be ready.
Years ago, actually,
ready for something like that.
Absolutely.
Because fire's on standby, but they're not coming in if that guy's not secure or that girl's not secure. Kind of thing. So totally get that. Nice little resources. Driver's seat here, guys, looking fresh. Big door. I can't help but it looks like it's on a very nice Ford platform.
Yep, F550 chassis.
F550. I haven't even heard of an F550. Stunning.
It still smells new.
I will go on record. It smells really good in here. But look at the locking mechanisms on these things, guys. This is solid stuff. You can just hear how big it is. So again, guys, this is going to be going on here tonight at Titus Landing with the Titusville Police Department. Major Wright will be here along with all of his crew. You guys will be out here tonight.
Yes.
Amy, their PIO, along with so many of their staff. Do you guys have K9?
We do.
Will there be a K9 out here today?
I know the handlers will be out here. Usually they do a demo over there.
Awesome.
I don't know if that's been finalized for tonight, but
so you never know what you're going to see, but what you can guarantee is a good time with your local police department, the Titusville Police Department, having that community kind of camaraderie at the end of the day.
Correct. Come out, meet us, talk, whatever it might be. It could be about law enforcement. It could be just about anything.
Ask questions.
Yeah, that's what
if you're looking for a job,
yes.
Perfect time to come and meet the actual people who do the hiring. And then, of course, you get to check out some of their gear. So, sir, thank you so much.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure.
This was great. Guys, head over to all the platforms on social media. Titusville does an amazing job, whether it's on X, Facebook, especially on Instagram. This guy's always out there giving you the safety tips and letting you know where those traffic details are happening so you don't get the ticket. Because they don't want to write you the ticket. It's more paperwork for them at the end of the day when they got to turn all that stuff in. So guys, live out here at Titus Landing. They will be out here from 5:30 to 8. Hot dogs, drinks, great time. Come out and check it out. We'll talk to you guys later.
Stay safe.